I want to start this off by saying I am by no means a crypto expert, okay? If you choose to gamble your life savings based off of the ramblings of a random dude on the internet sitting in his backyard, that is 100% your fault. You know, like I've already said, I'm not a crypto expert. I can't get into the nitty gritty of everything. I don't even know how everything works. I just know where to potentially put my money so it might give me a huge return on investment, okay? So in this video, I just want to give very surface level introductions to the crypto world and keeping yourself safe in these cryptocurrency streets. Now, I made a video about this stuff way back when, but I also want to put out one last disclaimer that this is not a crypto channel. I have no interest in becoming a crypto channel. It's just I like to give people a little bit of heads up of what's to come in the future. So, you know, crypto is something that is really starting to take over, right? Some people that have done absolutely no research on this are just going to call it digital internet funny money. If it were internet funny money, then why can you go into your Samsung wallet and there's a digital assets, tab? When you go into Venmo, there's cryptocurrency. When you go into Cash App, there you were able to get Bitcoin and stuff. On Robinhood, you were able to get Bitcoin, Dogecoin, all that type of stuff, but it's just internet funny money, huh? You see? Now, the first thing that people are going to automatically jump to is crypto's used for crime. Quick question, guys. In every single crime movie, what is usually in the briefcase for the huge drug deal? Isn't there, money, paper money in those suitcases? So why is it that you're automatically jumping and calling this one, criminal money when you've been using criminal money this entire time in the form of fiat banknotes? You see what I'm saying? What y'all don't realize is right now we are going through some crazy inflation. They always keep it single digits, 5%, 6%, 7%. What's them gas prices saying? We're looking at like 20+% inflation, but they never want to tell you about that because this is a controlled collapse of the old guard, the old way of doing things. The fiat currency that we have been using is fake. It's monopoly money, as they have proven to us when they are just printing it into oblivion. They're destroying the economy on purpose. Now, this is multi-level. There's spiritual implications. There's political implications. There's all this type of stuff. But keeping it strictly financial as much as I can, we are going to go through a great transition, right? They're going to still have, U.S. Treasury notes, UTNs, something like that, USTNs, U.S. Treasury notes. What's the difference between that and what we're using now? Well, one is real and one isn't. The U.S. Treasury notes are going to be money that's facilitated by the U.S. Treasury. If you go look at the history of the U.S. dollar, you'll quickly realize that they got rid of that U.S. Treasury little label at the bottom of them throughout the course of history. We've been using fake money for a while now. That's why they're able to print it off. And once again, this is just like my underground sources that I've been tuning into. I can't 100% verify their accuracy, but I saw an interesting article or clip or video or something where they were talking about how they're going to start to ink the new U.S. Treasury notes with like little percentages of gold to make it a real gold-backed currency. Zimbabwe is already switched to a gold-backed currency, as we all should be doing. You see what I'm saying? We should all be doing that. When we got taken off of the gold-backed standard, in the U.S. for the U.S. dollar, what happened? Well, gold wasn't backing it. Therefore, if it's inflation, it can go up and down. When gold is the backing of the currency, it's at a set price. The only reason people have been using the U.S. Treasury or the U.S. notes, this entire time, the petrodollar, is because we have this bully naval army military force to back it up. You're going to use this. What makes you say we're going to use this? That's what says we're going to use it. You know what I'm saying? But now, with the development of all the BRICS nations joining together, you'll quickly see that, oh, man, all these people are had enough. They're moving away from the U.S. dollar. And this is going to contribute to the collapse of our economy as we know it. What's going to bail us out is cryptocurrency, digital currencies. Right now, there's a few little distinctions I want to make. There's cryptocurrency, there's digital assets, and there's CBDCs. CBDCs are the bad one. I want to make that very clear. At least from my level of understanding, CBDCs are going to be the new age digital slavery, where they can control where you spend your money, how much you spend. If you're not acting right, they can just cut your money off. Now, I've heard different sources that say that this isn't going to fly. There's already been different places like North Carolina, Florida that have been pushing against it already. However, I just want people to be aware of it, because there's going to be the Fed Now system that's supposed to launch in July. That's going to be the age of this. Once all of your digital monies collapse, all of your banks are closed and seized and all that type of stuff, they're going to be like, oh, well, in order to get your funds back, you have to get into this Fed Now program. I would try my best to not buy into it, but there's also different ways around this type of stuff that I'm not the most privy to yet. Once again, surface level introductory stuff, right? Now, this just is me talking here. And once again, go do your own in-depth research, but I do believe there's a little bit of a distinction between cryptocurrencies and digital assets, right? Assets are something that appreciate in value, right? Right now, the crypto world has not boomed yet. It has not been made public. So right now, you can get some really good cryptos for very, very cheap prices. Sub-dollar, sub-quarter, sub-penny in some case cryptocurrencies. But you have to be careful with those ones that are sub-penny. Some of those are what's called meme coins. And I'll get into all that later. I'm getting ahead of myself. So digital assets and cryptocurrencies, right? Cryptocurrencies, there's thousands of cryptocurrencies. But is every good investment with your paper money? Is every good investment a good investment? No. So you have to do your due diligence. Like you do any investment, who is using it? Because right now, a lot of people, when they automatically jump into the crypto world, they try to apply stocks, stock mindset to a cryptocurrency and looking at those charts and using a technical analysis, which is just looking at the charts and predicting where the thing is going to move, where you buy or sell and that type of stuff. What you need to realize is it seems like a lot of crypto people are completely unaware of the utility-based market. They jump straight to market cap. And so, for this to have this, the market cap has to be this. And that's how it's kind of set up right now. But wait till the utility market starts. Based off of how many people are using it, how much money is flowing through a system will contribute to how much that price is going to be. Once again, go do your research on that, because that's about the best I can explain it at the moment, right? So looking into the digital assets / cryptocurrencies, once again, that could be a little bit blurred. There are different distinctions. There's going to be meme coins. Meme coins are the Doge coins, the Pepe coins, the Elon coin. These things that really just don't have any true value. They're just popular, so people throw their money into it, trying to make a quick buck, trying to get rich overnight, and they end up losing all their money because they want to hold on, hodl, hodl, hodl. Quick thing, hodl just means to hold. It's just they just switch the L and the D, HOLD, and you'll see in the crypto word hodl, HODL. HODL just means hold. You hold on to your investment until it appreciates in value, until some of these people call moon. It reaches the moon. The price on the chart skyrockets. When you skyrocket, where do you go? Up, up, up. You go to the moon. That's why they use this terminology, right? You have to be very careful with those meme coins. Yes, I'm not going to be the one that says they're completely worthless. Some of them are completely worthless. Some of them are complete rug pulls. Rug pulls is when you invest all of your money, and the creators of it, after they have all this money that got dumped into the coin, they just take it off the market and they run away with all the money. It's just a quick and easy scam. Anyone can make their own cryptocurrency. If anyone can make it, is any and every single cryptocurrency going to be worth putting your money in? No. Right? One of the other things that you have to be aware of is the tribalism in the crypto space. A lot of people think that there's only going to be one winner. There's going to be multiple winners in the crypto space. Once everything gets set, there's going to be multiple winners. However, be very careful if someone has let's put it like this. If you're investing in something, and everyone knows Bitcoin, so I'll use that as an example, and I'm wearing a Bitcoin t-shirt, behind me there's a Bitcoin placard, but behind me there's Bitcoin merchandise, everything around me is Bitcoin, 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 don't you think that that's going to contribute to a little bit of a bias from the information? I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying that person is heavily invested in whatever coin they're talking about, so it's almost their job to make sure as many people put their money into it as possible. I'm not trying to use Bitcoin for slander, but that's just what most people know about. So if someone just says, they're a Dogecoin fanatic, and they got Dogecoin everywhere, Dogecoin t-shirts, Dogecoin hat, Dogecoin glasses. Some of these people are like complete clowns in the crypto space. It's actually kind of funny, but you have to be careful of that. Yes, can they just be very confident in their investment? That is one thing. I'm not telling you to judge people based off of their appearance. However, that should just raise a quick little flag to be like, okay, I get it. This might be a good investment, but you're doing too much. Let me go back this up by other sources. And then you have to be very careful. Are they all saying the exact same thing? I'm not talking about they all did the same research and found the same articles. I'm saying, are they using the exact same vernacular? Are they using, let's just say, I'm making an example. if I'm over here, let's just use Tron. I guess that's a coin, right? Tron is like a crypto, or IOTA, right? And me talking about IOTA, let's just use that one because I'm not sure if Tron's a real coin. I think it is. Anyway, like talking about IOTA, right? And while I'm teaching you about this coin and what it does and how it's going to moon and all this type of stuff, I say that IOTA makes cornbread. I just made that up. But IOTA makes cornbread. So then you find another one, a smaller channel specifically, and then they say, yeah, IOTA is going to make cornbread. And then you watch another small channel, IOTA makes cornbread. They say, wait. Y'all got that from that particular content creator on the subject matter. Are you just copying them so you get views on your channel? Let me go find some more reputable sources, or let me go do my own independent research. Like we always say, do your own research. Another acronym that you're going to see a lot in the crypto space is DYOR. Do your own research. Okay? Because a lot of people don't realize they're new to the space, that a lot of these people are just moon boys. Moon boys are people that just say it's always going to pump. It's always going to skyrocket. If you put it in now, by next month, it's going to moon 1,000%. Do coins have the possibility of doing that? Yes, because the crypto market is incredibly volatile, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's very volatile. So you have to realize that, yes, it can, but just as it can go up, it could also crash and burn, and you get none of your money. You lose everything that you invested in it. That's why you have to be careful. Okay? A lot of these content creators on YouTube are just here for views. They don't care about they don't even do their own research. They just copy and mix and match other people's research, right? You have to be very careful. The easiest way to tell that you are watching someone that's worth watching, or someone that's not worth watching, the easiest way to say or to tell that someone is not worth watching is if their thumbnails, if they do the Home Alone Macaulay Culkin face, in their thumbnail, I automatically ignore them. I don't care even if their information is good. I automatically, you'll never guess what this coin is going to do. You never see the unseen potential in this one, blah, 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 to 10x tomorrow. It's just hype. That's all they do. And that's where you have to become a good investor. You have to emulate the rich. You have to emulate the wealthy. What do? They do their own research. They use credible sources. They don't follow the hype, because in all actuality, the more that something is hyped, the more I wait for people. Like I want to invest early. So when the hype comes, that's when you pull your money out. You have to learn this type of stuff. Why I became such a huge contrarian in my personal life is due to my investments. When something gets hyped up, I just watch the price go up. And then within a few weeks, sometimes even a few days, but a week or a month or two, that price comes right back down. And I'm like, oh, and nothing happened. Ain't that crazy? But a lot of people that get in early, there's this type of investor called the whales. Whales are huge. When whales swim through the water, they ingest a whole bunch of fish. They open their mouth and a whole bunch of fish pull into their mouth, right? So the whales do the same thing when it comes to acquiring a bunch of cryptocurrencies. An asset, and sometimes it's super rich people that will pay for other people to go promote it, so more people throw their money in it. Once the price goes up and up and up, the whales will just yank all their money because they made profit, but you didn't. You see, the whales are people that have a huge proportion of a specific coin, right? It could be like, 1% could be a lot, but let's just say, like, some people say, oh, well, 1,000 coins, that's a lot, right? It depends on how much is in circulation of it. But once again, go do your own research, learn how to properly invest. I can't teach you how to do all that in this video. I'm just giving overviews. All right. Now, some people may be asking, once again, this is not financial advice. You go do your own research. But I am a big proponent for the ISO20022 coins. Okay. ISO is just pretty much the messaging standard. How the cryptos communicate in the background. And there's a whole bunch of rules and stuff that I didn't feel like reading. I just trust. I'm like, well, this is the way things are working. So whatever. This is where you guys go pick up and do your own research. However, when coins are not compatible with this, they're not going to be the ones that have the institutional backing. Now, just because something isn't ISO 20022 compliant does not mean that it's a waste of a crypto. It just means that it's not where the big money is going to put their money. It's like the big institutions, the BlackRocks, the JPs, the Wells. I'm blocking off names on purpose because they do censor stuff like that. Like all these types of people, they will put their money where it's like compliant, where they have the regulations. Speaking of which, this is where Bitcoin people are going to get mad at me. I'm a huge proponent for the ISO 20022 coins, right? One of the big ones that people talk about is the big three: XLM, XRP, XDC. They call them the X coins. Oftentimes when it comes to having an X in your name, that means that there's no country jurisdiction to it. So like X just means it's just X. It's just what's the word? Not ambivalent. Whatever. It doesn't have like a source in that regard. Is it based from Ripple, which is a U.S. based company? Yes, but right now the company Ripple is in a court case in a lawsuit with the SEC. When you do you go down that rabbit hole, the SEC case, you realize it's a bunch of BS, and you realize that there's bigger works at play. However, I do recommend people to go into that because institutions are already doing that. The 3 coins I just listed: IOTA, HBAR, Hedera Hashgraph. I just did research on that. They have like military grade security on their stuff, and it's already been like given like U.S. patents, and it's been used by like a whole bunch of people. Once again, you look at the partners when you invest your money, right? When you invest your money to these cryptocurrencies, you have to realize that, okay, who's going to be using this? What is the probability of this price actually rising? Am I following the moon boy? Am I following this excited voice on the internet? Or am I saying, who's using this? Wow, whole countries are investing in this? Wow. Wait, and then these huge companies are already down with it? Wow. Wait, this CEO of Ripple was in the same room as people with these companies and institute. Okay, hold up. Now, the other thing before I want to get into my last couple of points is crypto fatigue and new investor fatigue. A lot of people, when they get into crypto, they're trying to get rich tomorrow, right? Now, is there the possibility of getting rich very quickly? Yes, I'm not going to lie to you and say that it's impossible. However, you need to curb your expectations, right? Because just like I said, just as quickly as you can gain it all, you can lose it all too, right? Do not, by any means, every single day, look at your portfolio to see if it moves, because you will wear yourself out. You'll get tired. Why didn't it move? Oh, this is a scam. Oh, it's been 2 days and I'm not a millionaire yet. Look, the random dude with the glasses and the rock on his neck told you to not look at your portfolio every single day. Yes, once you're new, of course, take in as much information as possible. Learn about your investment, because you'll realize how early you are to the investment game. You see, right now, some of these cryptos that are indeed going to go from a few cents to sub-cent are indeed one day going to go to tens, hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. One day, I'm not going to say which ones. I'm not going to specify that. I'm not going to get your hopes up. That's why you have to do your own research. I've already given you a hint. Another one I'm going to add to that list is Algorand. Go check out those. ADA, Cardano, some other ones. I'm sure everyone could drop their recommendations in there. I always stay away from the Bitcoins and the Ethereums because there's a lot of shady stuff that goes on with them too. I feel like a lot of people, they brag about the Bitcoin stuff, but then they talk about how transparent it is and like all this type of stuff is the people's coin. But I'm like, once again, this could just be my own ignorance. I'm just talking because I want everyone to invest where they want to. But people say like it's the people's coin, but it costs $20-something thousand per coin. I don't understand how that's the people's coin. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Ethereum, when you want to do a quick thing, it costs so much in gas fees. I'm like, wait, so I wanted to buy $20 of Ethereum, but I end up paying $40, $50, $60 total, like in the $40 and just the gas fees to utilize it. How is it sustainable? Bitcoin, it takes so long for one transaction. They talk about the Lightning Network, but there's multiple other coins that are completely faster and already being utilized by banks, by countries, all this type of stuff. Now, once again, we all get into this gray area of crypto when it comes to those CBDCs. I'm one of those people, I just hedge my bets. I'm not here to talk about this is the cabal, this isn't the cabal. I don't know enough to speak on that regard. I just say like, what's going to be using it and what's going to make me rich? Okay, I'll do that. If I have to wait 5 years, if I have to wait 6 years, if it happens tomorrow, I'll be perfectly fine regardless. You know what I'm saying? Even if I have to use dirty money, evil money, hey, at least it got me where I need to be so I can go do some good for the world. You know what I'm saying? The last piece of advice for those of you that are here, and this is where patience is a virtue. The people that have made it through to this point, you got to realize that you already have a knack for patience. You have a knack for listening to wisdom, listening to when people are actually here to help you. Do not trust these exchanges. When you buy your cryptocurrency, when you use your fiat currency, when you use your dollars, your euros, your whatever, make sure you buy your cryptocurrency on a reputable exchange, and you immediately get it off of the exchange on the form of a hot wallet or a cold wallet. A hot wallet is just like an internet-based wallet. You know what I'm saying? It's not the most secure because if you have no internet, if you have no Wi-Fi, you got no money. You see what I'm saying? And I know there's like digital offline wallets and stuff that can still be used, but I'm not too privy to that type of stuff. So understand that there is the hot wallets, the digital wallets, and make sure that you, quick thing. Okay, I'll come back to that. So there's hot wallets, and then there's cold wallets, which is comes in the form of like ledgers, like a decent ledger, a decent wallet, or what's it called? A ledger, like a ledger X, a ledger S wallet. Okay, you buy your cryptos on the exchange. From that exchange, you then move it to your cold wallet, which is the most secure. Now, the hot wallets and the cold wallets are both, and this is my point I'm coming back to. The hot wallets and the cold wallets both come with security phrases, right? Whether it's an internet-based wallet or it's like a physical cold wallet. You have to realize that that digital phrase is your custodianship. That is your ownership of those digital assets, of that cryptocurrency. So if the exchange that's holding, and the reasons why we always tell you to get these different wallets that are outside the exchanges, because exchanges are getting shut down left and right now. Once again, the crypto world is a wild, wild west right now. But we are on the tail end. Like, I do believe regulations are coming within the next year or two, okay? Nevertheless, when you get these wallets, they're gonna come with seed phrases, passwords, phrases, whatever. It's usually gonna be a variation of letters and numbers, or like phrases like words, like 1 to 24 words or something like that. Never, ever, ever, not never. Do not even take a picture of these things, because if someone hacks your phone, now they have access to your digital seed phrase and they can just hack into your account. Write it down. I know, archaic technology to write something with a pen and paper in a journal somewhere and put it in a safe. But do not even put that on the internet. Don't type it in nowhere. Don't do nothing. Because if someone has a keylogger on your computer, that means they can just type away at your stuff, find the way that you typed in the stuff, and utilize that against you. Write it down. The only time that you're really going to have to use this is if you get locked out of your wallets and such. And the only other way to verify it's you is that seed phrase. That is your ownership. That is your golden ticket to your own funds. Do not ever lose that piece of paper. Do not lose it anywhere. You know, there's other ways to write down and keep track of those things. Go do your research on those. There's these little metal things, engraving things, whatever. Like, you could do so many different ways to keep your assets safe. All right. The last thing I want to make sure of is, like, you know, the conspiracy world is very strong, but everything's a conspiracy till it's not, and there's a plane coming overhead, so if things get loud, my bad. You know, but there's a conspiracy world, especially when it comes to the X coins, XRP, XLM, XDC. That is going to wear into one of the things that I was talking about when it came to the investors' fatigue, if you will, right? There's a lot of stuff happening. There's a lot of stuff happening in the background, right? There's a lot of stuff happening with these institutions. There's a whole bunch of NDAs. There's a whole bunch of chess pieces that need to move on the board for things to happen the way that they do. When you get too deep into the conspiracy, when you get too deep into the, like, on this date, such and such is going to happen. On this date, such and such is going to happen. On this date, such and such is going to happen. Fam, listen. Do I think big things are on the horizon? Yes, I do, right? I've drank some of the Kool-Aid, you know? But I've also been in this game long enough to realize if someone says a specific date that today is going to moon or this is going to happen, just be cautiously optimistic at the most. Cautiously optimistic. You know, a lot of people are throwing a lot of names out there. A lot of people are saying that it's big corporations, it's government entities that made Bitcoin. You know, when you do your research, you know, on these types of things, there's different people that can provide a bunch of research, and they say that these things are all coming from nefarious places. But then, you know, it's like how secretive they are about the XRP and Ripple stuff. I'm like, I mean, even though I'm invested in all these different cryptos, I'm still like, yeah, that's a little sketchy too, but y'all seem like you have the biggest opportunity to give me my biggest return on investment. So I'm gonna rock with you, but I'm also gonna side eye all of you. Once I get my stuff set, I'm gonna buy my land, buy me a couple safe houses, all that type of stuff. So even if I lose it all, I still got property, I still got land, I still got self-sufficient stuff that I can survive with. But anyway, I know that was a lot, but once again, this is all very, very surface level stuff. I'm just trying to get y'all started and get y'all, point y'all in the right direction. Let me know if y'all have any types of questions, and more likely than not, I ain't gonna be able to answer you when it comes to very specific things. But if I can point you in the right direction or give you the right resources, then maybe I could just do that to the best of my ability. Till the next one. Peace.